Lombardi Avenue, better known as Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, a rivalry doing battle in the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go from Green Bay. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Here we go, here we go. Mickey Green. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard, very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former #2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, the Packers turned over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Deep for the Lions, Collie Freeman. His kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. 2nd in passing yards in the NFL.
You see Jared Goff now taking the field, and he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, and he's certainly quieted a lot of skeptics around the league, Mike, and leading this Lions team to the NFC Championship just a season ago. He has his eyes set on taking that next step, and a strong performance here will certainly help him achieve that goal.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now a pitch to Montgomery. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So the key to these off-tackle style run plays, Mike, is you can't allow penetration. You cannot allow the defenders to get in your backfield, because when they do, the play really has no chance, and you end up going backwards.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. The outside, that's St. Brown. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
And he didn't didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchdown. The Packers offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready. 33, yellow.
On play action, Love. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And that will lead to a second down.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
The coverage right there, and it's knocked away, incomplete. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Lions offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They were 3 and out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Finding room at midfield. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Lions 1st down.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. You can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
I think that's one he's going to look at on film tomorrow and walk him back. I mean, there was enough space there to get the first down. I know the ball takes him a little bit out of bounds, but he's got to get your first foot down, drag the second. That's how they teach it, and just can't quite get it done.
And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to give ground and lose yardage here back to the 6.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. White. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Packers.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example. Watch.
That one never got started. I'm in the backfield.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Set. Ready. Cut.
Here's Love to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
On the set.
It is 3rd and long.
Ready. Ready. Black. 95.
To throw is Love. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Lions offense ready for this next possession. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
They'll go play action with Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Come up now for second down and 4. And quickly out to Williams. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38, move those chains. First down.
38 yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Detroit.
Minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You can just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting held up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
It is 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Evan Williams is there for the stop. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. They'll be forced to just blow that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a scoreless game.
I think it's on.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
At 4:30.
Come on, set. Ricky, green. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves on these early downs like they did here.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Set.
To throw is Love. He's got the rookie out of Texas, Matthew Golden. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Back Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here's third down and a few inches.
Here we go.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. He's down right at the 40, but that is good enough to move the chains. First down.
That's good for the Packers. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time.
Brings up second and 10.
And it'll be second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too long. Out of bounds, incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. And once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scrambles.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked up by Kerryon Arnold.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th floor studios. You can't win if you can't score. That might be the message to the offenses at halftime. Both completely shut down as we are scoreless at the break. First touchdown wins, maybe even next field goal wins. Let's find out who could score the game's first points as we rejoin our commentators, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Defenses control the first half, but when will we see some points? Hopefully soon, as this third quarter begins. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to establish some tempo. They start this one with 1st and 10. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and The ball falls incomplete.
On second down, Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Detroit.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there, stopping for no gain.
They work just shy of midfield on second and 9. Laporta in motion. A second down throw for Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's a third down and 4. To throw is Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is nothing. Keep the drive alive. First down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
That's caught. It's Isaac to Slav. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Lions first down. From the gun, here's Gibbs. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 26-yard line.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. That is Hodge. What a throw. Amon-Ra, safe grab. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, Greg, so much for calling a 0-0 shutout. Finally, we get somebody on the board here to start the second half.
Yeah, what was a defensive battle? And you have to think, if you're the defensive coordinators at halftime, you're feeling pretty good about your game plan, probably not making a lot of adjustments. I'll be interested to see now, after allowing that early score, do they continue with what we saw up to this point, or do they have some wrinkles that they can throw to now try to slow down this offense here in the second half?
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Bo Melton on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down.
Let's go. Red, set.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Ready. Black 40. Set.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
On second down, Love. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Second and 11.
Ready. Ready. Yes.
Throwing is Love. And it's tipped and intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. On play action, Goff. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Wade Walker getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the shotgun, it's gone. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. From the gun, it's Goff. Open man, left side, he's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? And now it brings up a pretty interesting third down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
On third down, they'll set up to throw. In the middle, he's got St. Brown. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Lions.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
And they're going to work this down in. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting and waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
2nd and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Throwing left side. And it's taken in by Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Detroit. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 26-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They face 2nd down and 7. Now Gibbs. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
180.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue 30.
They'll drop to throw. To the left side, he finds Kraft. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. It is 2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's Love. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now, a big 3rd down.
Ready.
Now Love. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. Pick up there of 19 yards. Good for a Green Bay 1st down. Open is the tight end, Kraft. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
The outside, it's brought in by Golden.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
There's a short one caught by Kraft. Packers going to use their final timeout now. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Yassin.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts, so just one kneel down, and then time to shake hands. Goff down to a knee. And that should be the final act in this one. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. Just the 1 touchdown in this one, but they made it hold up. They escaped with a 7-0 victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.